Good morning, folks. I am Stephen D. Hayter, and I come to you with a news break this morning. It has been brought to our attention that YouTube content creator Flipping Steve is guilty, yes, guilty of all charges.
What? He's my favorite!
That he likes his own YouTube videos. Unbelievable. He likes his own YouTube videos, as you can see in this emission via satellite from his home this morning.
I sit here today, locked in the confines of my guest bedroom, away from everyone in my home, away from my family, and I am ashamed of myself. Ashamed of myself for liking my own videos. It's just so hard. You don't understand when you see the little thumb, and it's just so easy to hit it, and all you got to do is tap it. And I did it, and I couldn't take it back. And I even tried to hit the subscribe, and then it told me that I could not subscribe to myself. But anyway, I apologize to anyone this offends. I will probably do it again, but I apologize in advance. I am sorry.
I find this absolutely appalling, and he will now live rent-free in my head for the rest of my life.
Hey guys, feeling better already. Flippin' Steve here. Woke up this morning and had a monster sale. Very good sale, very good purchase. I'll show you what I bought. Talk about a couple things, and a couple things that I got to do around the house involving cards. You guys want to tag along? Let's go. We got to go in this box here. We got to get this Trey Lance CSG card out. I got some plans for that. What could I possibly want to do with a Trey Lance? Well, we'll find out. A couple miscellaneous things laying out here on my table. A bunch of old vendor badges, the National, Atlanta. Some rock cards that Michael Ham hooked me up with at Culture Collision. Some Marvel stuff. About to sell that whole stack off to somebody. Just a couple things laying around. A Tony Stewart autograph. A Quentin Tarantino autograph. Lighting in here is not very good, guys. We're going to head down, take care of some stuff. So yeah, back to, I told you guys that I had a nice sale this morning on Instagram. It's an item that I didn't really want to part with. It was kind of in my PC. Not a player that I like or follow, but it was just a really, really cool, unique item and rare. But I was able to get a price for it that just made me not, want to hold on to it. Or that's a bad way to put it. I did want to hold on to it, but I got an offer, that was enough to make me finally, go ahead and let go of it. Here's the item, the Lou Alcindor auto acquired at the National. If you guys follow the channel, remember when I got this. Super rare, super unique. Tough to let go out of the PC, but sometimes you just say everything's got a price to an extent. The price was right for this. It's going to somebody that wants it a lot more than I do. So nice sale this morning to start the day. We're going to go down to the post office with this one. We'll take Mr. Trey Lance and drop him right off on the island here for a second. I have a mountain of packages that I've ripped through. All this stuff came on the same day. I'll show you one or two cards of it. I'm sure you don't be bored to death with a mail day video. People just tend to not like those anymore. Right here next to the shot roulette. I might have 2 cocktails a month. When my friends come over, we got the shot roulette. You guys are going to get to see how I like to package up my items when I'm going to mail them off. 2 cardboard slats here. The painter's tape. A bubble bag. So the card's going to go in the bubble bag like so. We're going to sandwich it. Finish up by taping it. Guys, one thing I would recommend is saving your cardboard slats or any shipping materials that can be reused. These cardboard slats just came off my package table over there because one of my cards arrived in them. I'm going to reuse them. I'm also going to reuse one of the eBay packages that you get from Authentication. This should fit right in there. Fold it down. It's bubble wrapped. It's protected by the cardboard. It's taped up. It's put into this box and sealed. And I'll tape this up, slap a label on it, be on my way. Completed item, taped up. Not going to show you the other side because you'll see the shipping label. But when I sell an item and I get paid, I send my packages out. I don't hold them for a couple days or anything. Someone's waited patiently for this nice item. I got my money. They're going to get their package. This is the way that I do business. To my eBay real quick, guys. I've been doing a lot of buying and selling. Mainly a lot of buying until this morning when I sold a large package. I'm going to check up on some of my watch list here. You can see the Randy Couture. I'm just curious on that. Justin Fields. The Vital I'm curious on. You'll see a lot of like Justin Fields and Kyler Murray on here. Saquon Barkley, just shot in the dark. Not at these prices, but if I can get the right negotiation. This Justin Fields card though right here. This Contenders Optic Gold out of 10. selling through DC Sports. This thing is already up to $17.76. It's got 7 hours on it. I would really make a gamble towards this card. But at the moment, look, check this out, guys. And this is what you should always check: the bidders and the bids. There's 11 people interested. That's 49 bids. So that means on average, those bidders have each made 4 bids, if you look at it from that standpoint. But if you look, the 425, these last two could be legit bids. But starting at 1400, let's see if we can go even further down. Starting at 1350, before it got into it with the 425, this thing has got 0 feedbacks. So 425 looks legit, and it looks like 0 feedback is running it up on them, unless it's someone with their actual account and a burner account and they're running this up. 634 really looks to be the last different person at 880. So I don't know how safe it is. First of all, this is a huge gamble to take on this card at the right price, but it's even more of a gamble when you look at how this could be a manipulated price. Definitely a manipulated price to an extent. Even if the final buyer is a legit buyer, they got suckered in like this. This is why I never like to put in my high bid, because people will just run you up when you could have possibly got the card lower. One other card that I missed the other day, I was at work and I just couldn't get to my phone. I was in a meeting and I knew I wanted to bid on this card, and I put in a bid and I got it and saw where I lost it. And this was a great card in my opinion for a great price. This Baker Mayfield right here, Optic Orange Contenders out of 25. And it did 148 bucks. In my last video, I talked about a Baker Mayfield card that I bought that was like off-centered, and I wasn't paying attention when I bought it. And I paid way more than that, about double for that card, that raw Baker Mayfield that was off-centered. Then that card, you know, I paid like close to $300 for that Baker Mayfield, or $300, you know, full disclosure and transparency, and what a stupid purchase, I guess. That Orange Optic Contenders went for $148. Unbelievable. That's a color match. It's out of 25. It's an on-card auto. Really doesn't get much better. I mean, you could say it gets better from a player standpoint, but for Baker Mayfield, that was really a great card. And, the rant over, but I missed that. I would have paid $300 for that. So I'm pretty sure I would have been the winner if I'd have been able to pay attention and place my bids. I'll show you guys a couple of the cards that came in the mail. I've already put them away in my case. Where did I put my case? I can't even find it. But anyway, I'll show you guys a couple cards that I did pick up. I'm not going to go through all of them because that'll take up too much time. We'll just go into the case here real quick. Picked up 2 of these. Chris Sarandon autograph cards. Who was that? Well, he is the voice of Jack Skellington on The Nightmare Before Christmas. These are pack-pulled autograph cards of him. They were only $25 a piece, and my daughter absolutely loves that movie. We even decorate the front of our house with props from this during Christmas time, just to call it classic. A lot of people like it. It's got huge marketing. So for 25 bucks for that autograph, you know, under the radar stuff that I like. 2 cards that I want to talk about that I picked up are these 2 Kyler Murrays. Both red optics out of 199. This card right here, I had at the National, I think 2 years ago, and maybe 3 years ago. I can't quite remember. Market was way up. Kyler was way more popular, actually in the MVP running at the time. I sold a BGS 9.5 Min Gem. Now, this is a True Gem Plus for 1,800 bucks. I reacquired this one right here, which is, you know, technically a better grade, for 300. So I know the potential. I don't ever think it'll be an $1,800 card again, but picking this up for 300, do I think it could be 500? Yes. And I also picked up the PSA 10. The main reason I'm highlighting these 2 cards is not because of who they are or what they are, though. It's because I picked these up from PWCC. And when they come from PWCC, you know, they don't come in team bags. That's one thing that I just want to complain and rant about a little bit. And they keep the PWCC label on the back. So when you peel it off, sometimes you get a little bit of residue. I'll have to get that off with something off the case because I don't want to scratch the case. And again, they come without the bags on them. These bags right here that you can put your graded cards in to protect the surface of the slabs from scratching. So you would think a big auction house that sells higher type items, especially these 2 cards, which I think I paid $300 and $350 for. I'm in at about $660, I believe, all day on both of these. Just think I'll do very good with that. But PWCC, man. Do a little bit better, or at least offer it. Kind of like ComC does, where you don't have to get top loaders on your cards, but for an extra fee you can. Because I'd be willing to pay an extra 25 cents, 50 cents, even $1 for one team bag to get on a card that I paid $3, $4, $5, up to $1,000 for, man. Throw it in a bag, protect my slab for me. Doing a little bit of everything today. I'm going to snap this Trey Lance card out of this CSG slab. It's now back to CGC, I believe. They've changed their slabs. Not only is their slab in a 9 probably not even worth raw value, it's the old slab. So if anything, I'm going to snap it and keep it raw. Might resubmit to PSA. Just don't know how much Trey Lance is worth like resubmitting for a grade. Now, I've never snapped a CGC case, so I don't know how this is going to go. They have a little bit of a thicker label down here, so I don't know how deep I'm going to have to get on these corners. I got the big old vice grips here. There you guys go. They didn't take too long. Pretty easy snap. It's numbered out of 49. I'll throw it in a top load. For now, before I decide what I want to do with this Trey Lance, I'm just going to slam it in this pro mold here. Make it look nice and neat. Make it look like an important card. If I just throw it in a top loader or a card saver and put it in my case and move it at a trade night, the human psyche will tell someone that this is not a very good card, which it may not be a very good card, but a lot of times presentation is absolutely huge when selling, or someone looking at a card to be like, man, that's in a pro mold. It must be a nice card. Now, you couldn't take an absolute piece of dog shit and put in here and be like, okay, that's a great piece of dog shit. But it does seem like the card would be more significant, at least in my mind, and maybe I'm just crazy. No, I said crazy. I didn't say Daisy or Crazy Daisy. What are you doing today? You're lazy Daisy today. You're so... Oh my goodness gracious. Headed to the post office, going to drop the package off. On my way out, checked my mail, and I did have a package. So stick tight if you want to see a card that came in the mail today. This video hasn't been very informative, and I don't want it to run much longer. If you take anything away from this video, just remember, it's okay to sell your PC cards if you're getting the price that you want. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. A little snap session on how to bust a slab. I didn't really do a how-to, but if you kind of paid attention, kind of get the general idea. Of course, how can I forget? Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm not wrapping the video yet because I do want to talk about something that I want to do with the channel going forward, but it's going to also involve you guys. Not to mention, I showed you guys how to ship your card safely so that you don't get damaged and get returns and things like that. Doesn't cost much money. Save on shipping supplies by saving supplies, and just be responsible with your packaging. And what I was talking about, what I want to do for the channel, I'll talk about that as soon as I get out of the post office. We're probably at about the 14-minute mark. This video's already run way too long for you guys, so thank you for hanging with me, giving me 15 minutes of your time today. I'm still going to go to the arcade. I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to do some fun stuff. It's only 3 p.m. in the afternoon, but I'm not going to bore you guys to death and make you go with me. So what I wanted to discuss about the channel is I want to come up with some sort of merch. Now, I'm not talking expensive merch that you guys would have to pay a lot of money for, but I want to come up with something small to help towards the national giveaway. If you don't know, I give away a trip to the national every year. If you've been with me for a while, you already know. And I don't want it to be the type of merchandise like a t-shirt or a hat, something that you wear that has my name or my face on it, like a billboard. That's not what I'm like. I'm not into that. It's like, I don't want to promote my channel through you guys like wearing my face on a t-shirt. What I would like to do is maybe come up with some trading cards. It would be a lot more inexpensive than buying a piece of apparel. And in my opinion, I think it would be a lot more fun. I'd like to come out with them, do a limited print run. I'm trying to get with a graphic designer to see if to see if it makes sense from a monetary standpoint to where I wouldn't have to charge a lot of money for it. And all the proceeds would just go towards helping the channel send someone to the national, or helping myself, the other people involved. And I would do some cards of maybe myself, maybe people involved with the channel, maybe some stuff from Off Centered, maybe Crazy Daisy could have a card in there. Have some inserts like on, you know, maybe like downtown type stuff. Nobody would want my autograph, so I wouldn't do signature cards unless that's something that you guys would really like. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming it right now, but I want it to be for you guys. It's not for me, and I don't want it to be something that makes me feel famous because I'm on a trading card. But if it's something that you guys would like, please let me know in the comments, because I don't want to do it unless you guys want it. You know, I don't want it to be something that's forced on you or anything like that. But if it's something that you think would be fun or be cool, just comment below with a yes, that would be cool. And that would really help me out as far as making up my mind what I want to do. I did tell you guys that I would show you with a package or the card that came in the mail today. I don't think it's a big item. Oh my goodness, where were you waiting for me to get back? Where are you going? Where are you going? I've been in the market for some sneaky inserts with people loving the downtowns and the kabooms and color blast. I've been looking for some inserts that are under the radar, case hits, that are actually more rare than the downtowns and stuff, because they print so many cases. This is a Select Firestorm. This cost me $8 of a future Hall of Fame quarterback. If this was a kaboom or a downtown, which is also a case hit, it would be a lot more money than that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find value in some of these cool. This does have a good shine to it. It's just my lighting isn't very good. But that's kind of where I'm putting a lot of my smaller budget cards, are like this. But it's kind of where I'm dabbling right now as far as low price and low market. It's stuff that I think that has potential, like this. And then I'm also gambling on some of the quarterbacks and spending some bigger money on some of that stuff. I'll be in a minute. Stop rushing me. Oh, you're going to come. Oh, there you are. Taking up too much of your time, to go ahead and wrap the video. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing if you have. And if you haven't, thanks anyway. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself until then.